Hello everyone, this is Phil from Body by Phil, and I got Deb behind the camera today. And today, usually I'm talking about exercises and showing you how to do them. Well, today I'm going to make some very frustrated personal trainers against me because I'm going to explain to you that are a half century, 3/4 of a century and older, some exercises I suggest you never do anymore, okay? Never do anymore. But first I want you to understand, the reason I'm talking about this is we're going to talk about the shoulder joint. The shoulder joint obviously has a humerus connected up to the labrum and the rotator cuff. We have a collarbone that comes over and attaches, a scapula in the back. We have rear delts, side delt, and front delts. We have bicep tendons that go in through here. We have teres major that ties into the back of it. We have scapulas that tie. There's a lot of material going on. A lot of things are going on inside that shoulder that gives us all this mobility. Well, one of the things that does it, it's part of the labrum and the rotator cuff, your ligaments, your tendons, is what we call collagen. The collagen is a very multi-layered type of material like this, you might say, because rope, to be strong, is many strands. And the collagen layers of your ligaments and tendons are made up of many strands because more strands are stronger than one big solid one. That's why ropes are always made up of multiple strands. When you're younger, boy, are they flexible. You can move them in and out like crazy. But as soon as you start hitting that half century, 3/4 century, they're a lot stiffer. And that's the point of where now you've got to be more cautious on the type of exercises. And one of the things that I take personally is I take extra collagen. I buy bulk collagen, and I usually use the cattle bone type. I've tried the fish and I've tried the vegetarian ones, and honestly they don't mix well. I can tell that they're not having any effect because I use my fingernails, which are collagen outputs, to tell me how much collagen I'm taking. So collagen is so important because it's not only part of your ligaments and tendons, it's also the fascia part of your body, which means it covers all of your organs, covers your heart, it covers all your arteries, your veins, it's part of your bones. And the one that you probably are aware of is it's a major organ that's behind all of your skin, okay, that's on your body. All part of your face and everything else, it's all got that collagen layer. Now the collagen, as we get older, and that's beyond that half century or 3/4 of a century, our body will produce about 30% of that protein, that collagen protein. It begins to drop off. You ever wonder why you start to get wrinkles around your face and around the bends in your skin? That's because the collagen is dropping off. Your production in your body is dropping that collagen off. So make sure that you get sufficient collagen when you're starting to lift. That's important to make sure that those ligaments and tendons are healthy. Now, hyaluronic acid, okay, obviously is used as a cushion and a lubricant in your joints. In fact, they inject it into your knees and your ankles to help people recover. Hyaluronic acid is also used with the collagen to help pull that together. It helps the body in the production of the collagen. That also drops off as you get older. I also take more of that as a supplement. You can look online how much you need extra. So that makes this shoulder joint one of the most complicated joints in your body, and you want to make sure you keep it as safe as possible. And one of the ways to do that is not to do certain exercises. Even if, and I'm going to get a lot of trouble for this, your younger personal trainers that you're working with are asking you to do it because you're not their age. Okay, when you were that young, oh, you could do a lot of this stuff. I did, and until I got older and I found out it's not a good thing to do. So let's take the first one that I don't like. The first one is a very typical one. It's very famous in the CrossFit world, okay? Well, when you get over that half century and 3/4 of a century old, the first one is the behind the neck press with weight. Oh my gosh. I can't tell you how many men and some women that I have met that have done this exercise with heavy weights. And one very close friend of mine was in his mid-30s. He was a nuclear submarine sailor, and he said he was working with a personal trainer doing behind the neck press, and I said, oh no. Before he even told me, I said, you tore both of your shoulder muscles. He says, yep, I no longer could do push-ups, anything with bench press, because both of them were damaged. I'm telling you, banned. Don't ever do it again. I did it for years when I was in my teens. Never again, okay? Second exercise, very typical. Oh, did I do a ton of these for a while? Till I got smarter? I don't know. And that is the upright rowing. That means you take it like this, and I don't think it's going to take much for you to see. First of all, I'm lifting a weight up here. I'm jacking my wrist. I've got an angle here with my arm that is causing a bend, and I'm turning and twisting on my labrum as I'm trying to pick up heavy weight. And I used to see how much weight I could work on, much I could pick up, because I thought, oh, that's so good for the shoulders. And then I found out I damaged my shoulders quite easily over time because I was doing exercises that I should not be doing. Okay, that's number 2. Later on in another video, I'll show you how to do an upright rowing movement that will not hurt your shoulders. Okay, so we'll put this down. The next exercise, oh boy, am I gonna get the words on this one. I've got a lot of personal trainer friends, but I also have friends that have had shoulder surgery from doing this. All right, these are the bench dips. Okay, I'm gonna sit down here, and honestly, I'm not even gonna go very far. They step out, and some people even put plates on their waist, and then they dip behind, and then they go up, and they go down, and they go up. And they're doing that because they're gonna work those rear tricep movements. That, of all 3 movements I've shown you, is probably the worst movement you can do. You're taking the humerus, connected to your labrum, connected to your rotator cuff, and you're jacking it up behind the back, and you're pulling it almost out of the socket under stress. Worst exercise you can do, okay? I would immediately stop doing those. Even those where you have those machines that you're going around behind your back. To the front, no problem. I have no problem to the front. Your humerus is in the front, the labrum's working correctly, your rotator cuff, your ligaments aren't stretched. Remember, when you're going back here, you're also stretching those ligaments, okay? The final exercise, and this one is one of those you can do it. I suggest you don't, but occasionally even I do it, but I do it very cautiously because I'm aware of what can happen. And that is the good old-fashioned dumbbell bent arm flies, hug the tree, that good old Arnold Schwarzenegger and all the bodybuilders made famous. And that's where you take and you go all the way out. And if you can see my shoulders going out, I'm putting the stress on that shoulder joint as I'm going out, and I'm laying down when I do this, and I don't have as control as I would like to have in that shoulder. If I have people doing it, I'd rather that they do it with the functional trainer and the cables where I can control the angle perfectly. So that one's sort of like, well, okay, I'd rather you don't do it, but you're probably going to want to do that, and I know your personal trainer is going to want you to do it, but I'm saying you're a half century, 3/4 of a century older, so just remember, if you have to have surgery and you get older, healing takes so much longer. But just make sure you keep your body filled up with extra collagen, because as you get older, it drops off. Hyaluronic acid, which then is your cushion and also the lubricant for your joints, and it also helps the collagen production in your body, which is so important. And remember, that's probably why you got wrinkles. You dropped off collagen, okay? Oh, yeah, and if you're buying collagen creams or hyaluronic acid, good luck. It doesn't good. The molecular size of the cell itself, or the molecule, is so large it won't go into the skin like they say it does, but it does a good cover, which allows the moisturizing effect of the water, the moisture you have under the skin between that and the cream to make you feel like you've benefited, okay? So anyway, if this was a beneficial one, and I'm sure I'm going to get some comments from personal trainers, that's okay. You're not my age, all right? Make sure you subscribe to this channel down in the corner, and come and visit us next time. See what we're going to give to you. I promise I won't tell you more exercises not to do, but we'll cover exercises you can do. All right? Thank you very much. Love you. Catch you next time. Bye now.